All right, kiddos, it's time for random Bible verse. Now, when I told you guys, you should be reading the Bible daily, right? We should be getting into the Word every day. And sometimes we don't know where we're going to start. Or sometimes you just need a pickup message, something like that. So, this is what we're doing. Acts 7:33. Here we go. Then the Lord said to him, "Take off the sandals from your feet, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their groaning, and I have come down to deliver them. And now, come, I will send you to Egypt." All right, so Acts is the book of the Bible where Jesus has come, he's been crucified, he's been resurrected, and he appears at the beginning of Acts several times to his disciples over like 40 days. And then the disciples are now ready. Like, they've seen him resurrected. They've seen him come from the dead. They know that he is in fact the risen Christ. And so now they are going off and spreading the gospel. And this is why it's called Acts, as the Acts of the Apostles. So here in this part of the book, we're looking at Stephen's sermon to this group of Jews and Pharisees who did not believe in Jesus. In fact, they were pretty against the whole thing and angry with him. But Stephen is making his plea to them. He's doing his apologia. He's doing his plea to saying, look, this is the Christ. In fact, Stephen winds up saying this, what he's saying here, and becomes the first, well, not the first, like a martyr. I think James might have been the first apostle martyr, but Stephen here is about to be martyred. And in he's saying this, what he's saying here, remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you're standing is holy ground. This is a quote from the Old Testament. This is actually Moses. When Moses came out of Egypt and he had killed this man, and he had fled, and he was fleeing, he had a bad speech impediment, and yet God brings him to holy ground. And what does he say to him? I've heard my people's groaning, and now I'm going to send you to Egypt. Who did he send? Him. He sent Moses. So, what's the deal about the scripture? When you think you're down, when you think you're out, when you think that God has nothing for you, or you think that you're too troubled or your past is too troubled, that is so not true. God has a plan for your life, just like he had a plan for Moses. God had a plan for David. David did some really bad things after he slayed the giant, but guess what? God had a plan for him. So don't ever think that God doesn't have a purpose for you, no matter what you've done or what you're going to do. We are all sinners, but we're all saved by God's grace.